This is really quick because I have to go curl my hair. I just want to know, because I'm not trying to start nothing with nobody's church mother. What is black women's obsession? Just walking into random hair salons with any race and just letting them play in their hair. I just really don't understand it.
Oh, I definitely got the money.
So you paid them, you finished?
No, that's not, is that your policy? Okay. Here goes. Come with me to get my hair braided at this new braiding shop because they played with me last time. We going to a new place today.
I'm so done with hairstylists in 2026. This girl, she reached out to me to let me know she doesn't have hot water. Fine, I didn't make a big deal out of it. I canceled because it's just a blowout and trim that I need. I could really go anywhere. I'm from up north side. I go to this girl page, and to not have photos taken of you, it is $50 extra. Are you hoes cool? Like, are y'all okay?
Here, let her out.
She's trying to put her hands on me.
Cut her hair and go.
You wait till police come. I'm giving her money, but you're not
Nobody's keeping
Nobody's
you here.
You want to wait on farmer to police? We can wait, baby, because they ain't gonna do shit.
Okay, we can wait.
We can wait.
We're gonna wait.
No, you can get out. But we cutting that hair first.
How far are you guys? You gonna wait till police is here. They're not letting me get out. They're not letting me get out. I can't. They're holding me hostage. They're not letting me get out. I actually walked to the car and get the money, but they're not letting me. We all walked to the car together. This is very strange. They're not letting me out the house.
We waiting on the cash app.
They're not letting me out the house.
She talking about she don't got no damn money. She talking about her dad got it. Her dad don't need money.
Okay.
They're not letting me out the house.
He said let him talk to you.
They're not letting me out the house. I don't know.
Stop.
You look nice.
Thank you. But my question is just like, what is black women's obsession with doing stuff like this?
She saying she ain't paying or nothing.
Remember that picture I had showed you of my hair?
Yeah.
Do these don't look like that or what? Like, I'm confused.
That shit not it.
What y'all mean? So how you gonna pay? How you gonna pay?
Then she trying to charge
How
me
you gonna pay?
$200. Like, this is not what I asked for.
How you gonna pay?
I don't want to pay.
I'm gonna get my money.
Okay.
Or you
can
ain't
just
leaving
take
out
it
my
down.
house. She saying she ain't paying or nothing.
Remember that picture I had showed you of my hair?
Yeah.
Do these don't look like that or what? Like, I'm confused.
That shit not.
Now, in the past, I have been on the side of the cosmetologist, but I want to say today, I am on the side of the undustified people. And you guys, let's be honest, have been going after really dusty cosmetologists, but let's be real. Let's start from the very beginning. These are the cosmetologists you should be going to.
Yep. Just want the hair to move, you know? You want to have a little stiff hair. You want a little body? Yeah. So what I would like to do is I like to start where I have the thinnest area. So that I make sure I don't avoid that, because sometimes if you start in the back where it's fuller, you get to the front and then you're still thin. So I'm gonna start you here. Alright, we did it. Let's see here. I did it with a joyful heart. I'm so grateful that you flew all the way down to see me. Of course. It's like the excuse to come in, get an appointment at. And just like that, you went from vote for Susan. So girl, where we having brunch at? What steakhouse we going to? You like bangs up or down? Down. Is this down or is this up to you? This is okay. This is okay? This is good. You satisfied? I am. Yeah, you got a little body. A little bit. I've been watching nothing but bobs the past couple. Well, I was trying not to do a bob, but I mean, I'm like that back. It was gonna look like a mullet. Yeah. So I like it. It's good. You good with that? Hey, let's talk about this beauty right here. So can you see how long her hair is? But it's long and thin. So let's talk about that. I've heard people say all the time, you don't need your ends trimmed in order for your hair to grow. So let's talk about that. Your hair will grow even if you don't get your ends trimmed, but it's going to grow out like this. So as you can see, the ends of her hair is much thinner because she did not come in on a regular to get those dead ends off. And then at that time, she just would have got a little bit by little bit, but now we had to take off quite a few inches, but it was completely worth it. So yes, your hair will grow, but it can break off at the same time.
In one of my last videos, one of the main comments was that Black women were like, I'm done going to hair salons. They're jealous. They're scissor happy. And I can say that I have seen dusty, scissor happy cosmetologists. But the reality of the situation is the majority of women go to a salon after years and years and years of doing messed up things to their hair, which we'll talk about in a second, and then they'll go see a cosmetologist that is focused on length retention, understanding that without the proper maintenance on your ends, it's just gonna split all the way up the hair shaft and look like this. And eventually, like if she never gets this cut, eventually it'll split all the way up to the root. All the way. So most cosmetologists want to keep your hair from ever getting to this point. And other women who have hair to their butt from other races, they're in the salon getting a trim every 8 to 10 weeks if needed. Some can go a little longer, but they're always getting a trim and the hair always grows. Haircuts do not grow your hair, but haircuts keep you from needing extreme maintenance on the ends. Just like taking your car to the shop on a regular basis on a schedule will keep you from needing every piece on your car, every part on your car replaced at the end of a certain amount of time. It's the same type of concept, but again, you have to know the difference between a dusty cosmetologist and a good one. I want you to even notice the difference in the atmosphere of the salons that these different cosmetologists or hairstylists are at. Pay attention.
So 2 weeks ago, I cut my hair into a bob, which was a big step for Elmo, and it was cute. But every time I looked into the mirror, I was like, this is giving carpool line, very suburban, very soccer mom energy. So I had to go right on back to Kaylee and sit down in my sister's chair because this version of me, I don't want the same version of short hair. I want the version that matches how I dress. And that meant it was time to go shorter. I've ever gone before, but I only was comfortable with this because I'm in capable hands, because Kaylee still washes and treats hair. Okay. If you are looking for a stylist who specializes in natural hair, but can also do all the other things, Kaylee is your girl.
We're going for the gut.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we'll just finish off the last bit of like the straight pieces.
Yeah.
Or any of the leftover damage. And then you'll be able to just kind of go that down just to where we can just keep it. And then we'll do maybe like just like a sleek styling.
Ooh, okay.
And because you said something about being more chic, so I think this length will give you that fashion. And some of the comments said that too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So y'all ready?
Now you got to be willing to listen to her and do all of the at-home care, which she helped me figure out. This is the reason why we are easing my way into short hair, because contrary to what them people say, girl, shorter hair comes with maintenance, and I needed to be sure. Well, she wanted me to be sure that I could handle it before I went this short. I'm so happy I did, because girl, Suburban Soccer Mama is gone, and Fashion Girly Chin Length Bob is here, and she's not going anywhere, at least not for now. I mean, look at this bob, girl. Kaylee ate this up.
It's giving. She could be fashion magazine editor. You know, absolutely fashion magazine editor. Absolutely.
Can you imagine what the looks are going to be giving now with the bob? Sister, if you've been thinking about cutting your hair, sister, do it. Hello. So 2 weeks.
Remember, yes, there are a whole lot of dusty cosmetologists, but the majority of cosmetologists, the good ones that you have to have consultations and filter through to find, most of them are like this, concerned about the health of the hair and its longevity. We've talked about the cone shape breakage here on my channel before, where it comes from and how to prevent it. But your cosmetologist is who you go to once the damage is already done. They're the fixer-uppers, but it's up to you to keep proper maintenance routines till you never get here.
Hey y'all, so I refused to do the service that this client booked. She booked a silk press and I refused to do the silk press. Not because her hair is short, because I can't silk press short hair, but because of the current state of her hair. Her hair is dehydrated. She hadn't had a trim or a haircut in a really long time. And I knew that a silk press would not last in her hair, especially not in Houston in its current state.
Most people would go to a cosmetologist like this and then leave and say, oh my God, I booked this, and then she wouldn't even do it, or she didn't finish my hair, or she didn't do what I asked. But this is how a real life cosmetologist is supposed to act. We're not supposed to do styles just because you wanted to book one, or just because you saw somebody with shorter hair do a silk press. If your hair is not healthy enough, if your scalp is not healthy enough to sustain the type of style that you're asking for, the cosmetologist, the service provider, isn't going to do with it, but they're going to give you a plan of action. I can't play the music, but it says that time I accommodated somebody who had a fresh BBL just for her to file a dispute once she got home to get her money back. And that's actually happened to me before, not with the BBL, but it has happened multiple times where people have gotten their hair done. They love their hair so much, they're taking pictures, posting it everywhere, even tagging me in it, and then filing a dispute. One time a chick did it, and then she filed the dispute, and her hashtag was like, file that dispute because I need that money going on vacation. Cute though, sin. So obviously it was really easy for me to get the money back then. But I just want y'all to know, yes, there are really dusty cosmetologists out there, but they're equally dusty clients, which is why there are so many rules, because so many people put black cosmetologists in really bad situations. Not just black, all of us, not just black.
Oh, I definitely got the money.
So you paid them, you finished?
No, that's not, is that your policy? Okay, here goes. Come with me to get my hair braided at this new braiding shop because they played with me last time. We're going to a new place today. Let's check it out. It's going to be very difficult for me to put everything that happened into one video. So if y'all want a part 2, then just let me know. But I went to Massa's Hair Braiding in Dallas, Texas because I did my own little research, and my mom had actually been coming here for 5 years. But of course she didn't know that. So I decided to give them a try. There was cameras everywhere. And so I was already kind of concerned because of the environment was just not the safest. But this was my first time getting boho knotless braids, and they did pretty good work from what I saw on, the internet. So anyways, when I got there, I had told her that I wanted waist length. I guess that's what she said I told her. But the whole time we were texting, I told her that I wanted this size. I never told her the length, but I also let her know that I wanted to pay $300. So when it was time for me to pay, she said, what is this, a deposit? And I'm like, huh? I immediately was taken aback, and I told her, like, hold on, you're not going to talk to me that way. Like, I told her, like, you need to pipe down is what I told her. her because you're not going to talk to me this way. So right here is me just kind of recording my process. I really did not know that it was going to go south, but she was so hostile. Her client became hostile. It was so terrible. My mom and my sister had to come because I felt so threatened by this lady, and she kept her door locked. My husband wasn't with me. He was home with our children. So this was just a very scary process. And I think I'm not on here to bash her company. I mean, I really did not like to name drop, but the way that they made me feel was absolutely terrible. I think they did a great job with the hair, but the service was terrible. And I don't think anyone should ever feel that way. I did ask if she could fix my edges, but then she said she had my full name. So I said, let me stop. This is a thicker area where you can kind of see, you see how that it's kind of thick and then there's some gaps right up in there.
Right.
And you can kind of even see how it falls. It just kind of flaps over. Another way to see that is just kind of seeing, are you able to see that?
Yep.
The hair throughout.
Right.
I like to bend it over so that you can see the hair that's broken in between, because sometimes holding it like this, you really can't see it.
Right.
But when you flip the hair over, you're able to really see that there's some breakage present.
Right. A whole lot of it.
So we're also working with some different lengths. So we got a little shortness in the middle. Where was this where your bangs were, or was this breakage?
Bangs. Well, no, it's breakage. My bangs being grew out so fast.
Okay. So I can cut over it.
Okay.
Where it's not as noticeable, or I can clean up the bang to where you kind of have a little bit more bang, and I feel like that may be better, so that you can address, because you have a lot of splitting there.
Yeah, that's from the.
But I want to make sure that that's comfortable with you. I don't want to go in if you're not comfortable. And when I say bang, I'm not talking about straight across.
Got you. Okay.
Just talking about more of a
frame.
Some little layers, swoopy.
Okay. I don't know if I'm ready for the front to be.
Can you see that those thin pieces? It's kind of gonna be needed, because otherwise it's gonna be.
Let's just do it.
It's gonna be thin.
I know. Okay. Let's just. Yeah.
Sure. Can you see that though?
You know, I definitely see it,
because I can't camouflage that.
I know. Right. It's only so much.
I'm gonna try.
Okay.
I'm gonna try. It won't be as what you thinking.
Right. No, listen. I know that the ends are horrible. Things are going. I'm excited. It's okay. Bye. See you again soon.
And what I'm doing is I am pulling all of your hair over.
Yes.
To give you maximum length on these sides.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because that bang is so short.
Yeah.
It's like I'm cutting it even, but in a way it's not.
No,
it's gonna go from short to drastically long.
Got you.
To keep your length as long as we can.
Okay, I trust.
I don't know if you can tell how now it's getting longer as I'm cutting.
Yes. Oh, that's so cute.
Are you just telling me that? Or do you like it? Okay?
I love healthy ends.
Okay.
Like, oh my gosh.
Cute.
Yes.
This is a thicker area.
One of the main things that I always get is people like, oh my gosh, you're only doing silk presses. What about people who don't want to wear their hair straight? Well, professional cosmetologists cannot help it that the majority of the clients that book services, this is what they want. But you have options, but it's a lot of work. You can do a flexi rod set, a perm rod set, all of the things. Most cosmetologists like myself, I'm not against, black women wearing their hair any other way other than straight. No, baby. I'm against black women just washing their hair, putting a couple of products, really like 4 or 5 on there, and just letting their hair do whatever it wants to do without giving it any type of direction. What she has done with these perm rods is give her curls, give her hair set direction. And guess what? She can put not all of the same exact perm rods. She doesn't have to use that many, but she could use perm rods again in her hair all over again and get the same exact effect. This could last her for about a week. But if black women get out of the mental frame that every style that they put on their hair is supposed to last for months and is supposed to make them able to go months without shampooing their hair, that's just not reality, or at least it's not the reality that I support. So if that's what what you want to do, you go right ahead. But our mothers and our grandmothers have been doing perm rod sets and flexi rod sets and roller sets, roller wraps, and all of the things. You can be relaxed when you do it, or you could be natural. It's all dependent on you and your body, your scalp's profile, which is what I break down within the growth cycle blueprint. So if you want to know exactly how to do everything, you want me to hold your hand, teach you how to find the proper cosmetologist and what to do to your hair, like how to blow dry it and trim it and all of the things while you wait, sign up. Links below.
I love my new short hair, but sometimes I just need long hair to feel like that girl. And thanks to Bella Me, I can have the best of both worlds. Finding the perfect match used to be so stressful, but their color concierge makes it effortless. You upload a photo, chat with an expert, and boom, the perfect shade is picked for you. And if you still need a double check, they include a tester piece in every pack so you can be 100% sure before committing. They are so lightweight and comfortable, and since they're 100% Remy hair, I can curl, straighten, and style them like my own. I'm wearing 24 inches and dark brown, and these extensions are unmatched. I love my new short hair, but sometimes I just need long hair to feel like that girl. And thanks to Bella Me, I can have the best of both worlds. Finding the perfect match used to be so...
You were probably wondering, why did she clip that? Well, so many times Black women are shamed for wearing extensions and all of the things. Oh, you gotta wear hair that matches your texture. Well, Black women now have hair that matches their texture, and we wear clip-ins and weaves and extensions and all of the things. And as you can see from her video, there are drastically different lengths. All women of other races do not have extremely long hair, and some have shorter hair by choice. And sometimes, like she said, she decides that she wants her hair to be a little longer, right? She wants to give a little bit of va-va-voom. That's her thing, right? Well, guess what? Black women and women of other races feel the same exact way. Sometimes you just want a different look. Sometimes you just want to add a couple of clip-ins. You just want to add a couple of hair extensions. Does that mean that in some way, shape, or form you don't love yourself? You don't love your hair? No, that's not what it means. So I think we should all, males and females, dead this whole thing of, oh, the only reason Black women wear weaves or hair extensions is because they don't love themselves or they hate themselves. To me, the people who actually feel that way are the people that constantly repeat these things over and over again. Because as you can see, women of other races wear clip-ins, they wear tape-ins, they wear sew-ins, and all of the things just like Black women do. Can this finally be a dead thing? It's getting real old and real tired, and it's not cute.
You feel about your cut? Because I know the people was like, oh, so much. How did you feel about it? I loved it. Y'all, like, I said, did you thought I gave you a bob? Right. I said it was not that. Jesus. I said it was okay. I get how people can be sensitive to cut. I feel like at some point in my life I was too, but now I'm more into like it being healthy. Yeah, it's health over everything. And I know when I go 6, 7, 8, 9 months and I haven't had my hair trimmed, that it's gonna need a little extra, a little extra scissor time. How did it perform for you? Did you feel like you noticed the difference with the cut? It's more manageable. It just looks better. It looks healthier. So today is really gonna be like your first trim with me after your big haircut. How you feel about, since we just went a little over, how you feel about that? I'm good. You feel with that? Yeah. Okay. That's good. Oh, it feels better. Good. Much better. Good. Good. Thank you. Yes, yes, yes. This is how your hair looks when you're good to people.
It's crazy to me because most people are more pressed about haircuts and trims and things of that nature than our actual clients are. Are there cosmetologists that are rude and disrespectful, that don't know how to talk to their clients? Absolutely. But as you can see, just from the few amazing cosmetologists that I've added on this video, there are so many cosmetologists that do not treat their customers like that you can have an open conversation with, that leave the choice and the final decision all up to you. But look at this.
My clients don't come to play, they come to slay.
What days are you not open? Which day? I see. Keep with the disappointment. Okay. My stomach hurting from these comments, Lord have mercy. Not me looking at the finished product, still trying to trust the process. Try my best.
And I think the thing that is most frustrating for cosmetologists like myself is, most of the time, the people that everyone is looking to, the person that everyone is looking to, are people on YouTube who are teaching you to do all of these styles. Now, yes, this looks cute. The camouflaging is cute. The 17 jars of edge control or gummy that she just used on her hair, yeah, it'll be cute for the time being. But I think this is where Black women go wrong, because we are into hairstyling that looks cute for the moment. And as long as it looks cute in the moment, we think that we've done something so amazing for the hair. Where in reality, if you have any form of alopecia, especially as severe as this, braids are the very last thing that you should do. But when you come here on YouTube, the thing that you see on a repetitive basis are different women teaching you different ways to cover up the balding, instead of YouTube being full of different women telling you how to reverse it, how to unclog the pores, how to unblock the follicles, how to increase airflow to the follicle. But instead, everything that you do to camouflage, it only blocks and clogs the pore that's already damaged and struggling to complete a full hair growth cycle. You're literally just packing product after product after product after product on the scalp. Does it look good from an external level? Absolutely. Yes, it looks better. We won't deny that. But I think the thing that gets Black women caught up the most are vanity metrics. I'm not saying that you don't understand, English, but just in case anybody doesn't, when we're talking about a vanity metric, I'm talking about you judging it based on how it looks, right? If we're judging this based on how it looks thicker, it looks fuller. She's creating these mock lines with the rat tail of the comb, but the reality of it is, the hair that is still on her hair, it's being strained even more with the braids. Yes, braiders are extremely talented, but the combination of grease and all of these different techniques that you're doing to hide it, oh my God, yes, I'm not gonna play with you. The art form and the artistry and the things that you've thought and put together to make this happen, oh my God, great. But this should be for like her daughters get married and she can't show up looking like no skittle diddle and she don't got time for it to grow back in the middle. Then you do something like this. But for her to just be walking around like this from day to day, these are things that are only going to hurt your hair. You're not helping, right? Here on my channel, I get the comment all the time like, oh my God, Sin, you're always telling us what not to do, but tell us what to do. Well, my channel is new to a lot of you, but I've been doing this for over a decade. So there are over 1,000 videos on my channel, but the how-to is left in my courses. Why? Because women, everybody's so creative, right? And so because everybody's so creative, people take the techniques and tactics that they make up like this and they combine it with the things that I say. And to protect my intellectual property, I have everything on a private platform and only within my courses. So again, if you want me to hold your hand through the entire process and me be like your coach, then the blueprint is where you go. If you want to have a fast track where you learn how to reset your body in 7 days, then you can join the 7-day reset, right? But those are your options. Again, these styles are so cute, right? But to mold and to put everything in place and to create all of these illusions, you have to further block the pores and the follicle. You have to put your hair in a tight ponytail, which is going to further elude your forms of traction alopecia, right? If you pay attention, most women who have traction alopecia in these ways, they all love their ponytails. And even though you see that the traction is being caused from your ponytails, from your wigs, from your scarves, and all of the things, it's still the same thing that everybody's running to. So I want you to pay attention to the common denominator, right? Every woman that's showing you her tactics on how to hide the bald spots, they're all using pore blocking chemicals to get the job done, right? But at the end of the day, the main thing that we need to be focused on is having a clear and clean scalp. And even though you camouflaging it in the way that you are is helping, you're doing a lot more harm than you're doing good. When we're talking about derma rolling is a good option if and only if your diet completely changes and if your patterns and your routines are changing. But if you are doing all of the things and putting all of these things on your scalp, but then you're ending it with putting the remainder of the hair that you have in a ponytail or in a clip, right? You're using all of this different oil. All you're doing is blocking the pores and the follicles. Will some of these essential oils and some of these carriers be strong enough to kill the yeast and bacteria in the scalp that have been causing the balding in the first place? Yeah, it'll do that. But will it get your hair back to the place that it was? No. Now, I've talked about alopecia here on my channel for well over a decade, but I have more recent videos. So if you just type in Sendal alopecia, there will be so many videos that pop up, and I always teach you the how do we get to this point, how do we get here, and then sometimes you get a little bit of the why, but the majority of it, not the majority of the why, the how to change it, I drop a little bit of that, how to change it from an internal level with herbs and things of that nature. But again, for me to perform as a virtual cosmetologist for you, or for you to be a patient of mine, again, you have to join one of my courses or get a consultation, right? But these are the things that I really want everybody to pay attention to, because when we're constantly looking for hairstylists, when we're constantly looking for people to blame, the first thing we have to do is first look in the mirror. Like, if you walk into a place and it looks like they don't know what they're doing, why sit there and constantly let them do it and then come back on YouTube or TikTok and be like, you would not believe what just happened to me, and I can't believe she did this, when in reality you can still say something. And I think what confuses me, like, I get it, not everyone is confrontational, right? But if you're not confrontational, then why get online and talk about it if you're not confrontational? Because a confrontational person isn't gonna want to, they won't want to have a they don't want to have a conversation about it. So you go home and you talk about it and you tell the world, instead of you just saying it to this one person. That's what confuses me. And even certain places will tell you, oh, I don't really know, this isn't really my specialty. And then they'll tell you that they don't really know if they can do it, and they don't know if it's their specialty, but they'll try, and then you sit through it and then like, oh, this looks crazy, but the person who looks crazy is you. And I know that this is an unpopular opinion, but I'm just so confused. I'm so confused at how in one breath we could be loud and boisterous and going off on people, but then in the next breath we like, oh my God, look at what she did to my hair. And you recorded the whole thing and posted this, so you showed us that you said absolutely nothing, that you was but then as soon as you get done, it's like, let me tell you what she did to me, Shalissa, let me tell you. It's like, why couldn't you tell her? And it's not a rhetorical question, and I'm not being a smartass. I really want to know. Oh, your girl is really confused.